Hey, this is Eric, and I wanted to talk today about just a DBA tip for database developers. So, I don't know if too many people know about my background in IT, but originally, for actually like 7 or so years, I was a operational DBA, and as such, I figure I just talk about one of the recommendations I had when I'm dealing with changes, especially in prod. So, a lot of times, when I'm making changes to say a table, especially like if there's some kind of cleanup effort or you know some kind of data got corrupted, I need to make a very targeted change to a table or two. So I tend to be very pessimistic about my changes and just assume I'm going to screw something up. And really, full database backups sometimes just take too long and they're too much of a hassle. So, what I tend to do with anytime I'm making manual changes in the database, not only do I open the transaction when I'm making the change and verify it before I commit it, but I also tend to back up the data. Especially if let's say you're changing 100 rows in a table that has several thousand, and you you just need to make the changes on those few rows. I will back that data up and put it aside so that if I ever need to roll back the change, if something happened that wasn't expected, I have a very small rollback, either a script or an easy to roll back table change. So that's one thing that I recommend whenever you need to make a one-off script in prod is always make sure that you just back up that small amount of data and set it aside, because you don't know what other changes might be happening. So, doing a full database restore is just like, solving a really teeny problem with a huge solution, you know. So, that's just one of the thoughts that I had for today, especially if you're a dev maintaining databases. Is just, do your select star into, or create your table first if you're worried about locking, that kind of thing. But just make sure that you have a backup and therefore a backup plan when things go awry. That's all I have.